Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen, and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go from the Sunshine State. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So here come the Jaguars, and Greg, it brings out Trevor Lawrence. Many ups and downs in his first 4 seasons. Now year 5 for the former #1 overall pick out of Clemson.
You think back just a few years ago, Mike, Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson, he was regarded as one of the top quarterback prospects of the last decade, and at times he's fit the billing, but it's been the inconsistency, protect the ball, turnovers. If he can clean up a lot of those miscues, he could be one of the top quarterbacks in this league.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Once again, it's ETN. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down and 3. In motion is Hunter. Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
On 4th down, the Jaguars send out the veteran Logan Cook to punt. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds. I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. Got it with Smith and Jigba. They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
1st down, Seahawks.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looks like he might have gotten there early. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion is Barner. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Forced to his right. Off he goes.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Walker. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15, halfway there, as he's down at the 15.
1st down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The 2-time Pro Bowler, Josh Hines Allen, getting in for the sack. And that's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. On 3rd and long, here's Darnold. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are out to an early 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Jags offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Flush to his right. Now he'll run it. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
That's good for the Jaguars. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here's Etienne. They'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Derek Hall there to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. He's got a man. That's Travis Hunter. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
And the Jaguars first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Now, ETN. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 6. Back to throw. Lawrence. This one complete to Washington. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. The Jaguars with the ball as quarter number 2 begins. 3rd and 2. Here we go. As we are ready to get back underway. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with ETN. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
It's a turnover on
The Seahawks offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They had the field goal on the opening drive, took the early lead. See if they can improve on that here. 3-0 our score as we begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. Open, left side is Barner.
Pass complete to A.J. Barner. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
They'll work just shy of midfield on 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. Gets to the edge at the 30. So close to taking it all the way. They bring him down to 2, but it's 1st and goal from there. A big play for Seattle. It's a gain of 49.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
4-yard loss on the play.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
They'll try and throw. Here's Darnold. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks, on the strength of 2 field goals, take a 6-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with a first down. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
In motion is Hunter. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. To the left side, caught by Hunter. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. Darnold to throw on 1st down. Open man is Horton. It's caught. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key 3rd downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
So on 4th down, on comes Michael Dixon to punt. And deep to return, that is Parker Washington. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Jaguars offense ready to get back at it. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Man in motion here is Washington. And a nice defensive play there. Good awareness coming through to make the play in the backfield for a loss of yardage.
The tackle made back at the 37-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Lawrence. That's to Hunter. He's got it right side. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Right back to Hunter. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
It's 4th down.
So after being unable to pick up the first down on 3rd down, now they have a decision to make. And Mike, I think we're seeing this play out all across the league. When you cross midfield, you really enter 4-down territory. I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the field position, maintain possession, and see if you can get a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. On play action, here's Darnold. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. The defense puts 2 points on the board with the safety. But, Greg, a lot of credit, not just to the defense, but special teams as well.
Give that assist here, Mike, to the punter. Just a play ago, being able to pin that offense deep inside their own territory leads directly to that 2-point safety.
And he'll be taken down as the next drive will begin there. The Jaguars offense ready to take over once again.
Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Got a man downfield, it's Thomas. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line.
That's
So
good for
a big one there to start the drive. 32 yards.
10 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Lawrence. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
2nd down, Lawrence. He'll drop this for ETN, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
So it is 4th down, and that'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars cut the deficit down to 1. So after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Horton. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Seahawks offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. Remember, they were operating with a 5-point lead the last time they had it, but now, after the safety and a field goal on the other end, we're back to a tie game. They'll start over 1st and 10.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. One final throw before the break. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with first and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On second down, it's Darnold. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Seattle. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 7. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's going to get him a first down here across midfield and down to the 45.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on 4th down, Mike, based on what they do on 3rd down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that 4th down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
So that one's going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Jaguars offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The deficit is 1, as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
For the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
There's Hunter. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
Gain of 18.
2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
1st and 10.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground. He comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pickup. All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground. But you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
Third and long. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. In trouble, and down he goes. Big Leonard Williams that time forces his way in for the sack.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And now here comes the punt team.
For the Jaguars.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Seahawks offense ready to take over possession of the football. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Once again, it's Walker. Has an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 24 on that one. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll run right. Here's Walker. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's second down.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Get this complete to Horton. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Darnold now to throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Oh, they had a shot there and hit the 5, but it continues into the end zone, and it will come back out to the 20. The Jags offense about ready to take over once more. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. To throw is Lawrence. There's a short one. He's got strain. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Quick slant. He's got Hunter. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he will score! Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Pivotal moment here for the Jaguars. They're going to go for 2.
For the 2-point conversion.
That's out quickly and complete. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here comes Horton. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense back onto the field for their next possession. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. Oh, a loose football. The Jaguars have it. Well, they come up with a turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Darnold to throw on 2nd down. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Nothing for a run after catch on that one. Out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team. Will be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. They go play action for Lawrence. That's caught downfield by Hunter. They get 25 on that connection. First down, Jacksonville.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Looking middle, and he spots Hunter there. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9
yards.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. That's exactly how it played out here. You can draw all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A 19-yard pickup there. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the
A
line.
loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 12-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Lawrence now. This one is caught, and it's the tight end screen. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Makes the score Jaguars 18, Seahawks 6. Cam
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Horton. Now an opening past the 30. He's to midfield. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way back. 89 yards. Touchdown, Seattle. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6th right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Washington now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Run the toss here to Etienne. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
In motion is Hunter. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Jaguars. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say so long from Jacksonville.